haven't examined
Every
social media
morning, the first thing I do is check to see what our president has written, so I know my agenda for the day. Good call. I said, I'm leaving. You guys. All right. Well, before I actually get going, I will say, since I've actually now been goaded into it, I was like, man, I'm always saying such heavy shit up on this stage. I'm gonna have a bunch of fun. And Corin just said everything Corin said, so I would just like to just take 20 seconds to just to join in that bandwagon and say, what's going on right now? Bad. All right, bad. Currently, what's happening in Los Angeles, you people are not aware, because Stephen Miller has quotas that the ICE agents are supposed to arrest a certain number of people every day. They have a goal of arresting 1 million people this year, and they realize very quickly that there are not 1 million immigrants committing crimes, so they're just grabbing random brown people. And so he's ordered them. What's happening in Los Angeles is brand new. What's happening in Los Angeles is that they are showing up at Home Depot, and if they see people lining up for work, they just grab them. They don't care if they're Americans. They don't care if they were born here. They don't care if they've been here for 3 generations. If you're brown, they're grabbing them, they're throwing them in a truck. We'll sort it out later. We have a quota for the number of arrests. Not for the number of convictions, not for the number of deportations. They're ordered to get to the quota for arrests. And so it's a weird time right now, because I've said many times on the stage, I love living in Macon, and I've been here for a year at this point. And I'm glad that I'm here now, because I'm hoping that this isn't going to be a target city, because I sure do shop at Home Depot. And I was there today. I bought a hand steamer. I want to get disappeared for 2 weeks because I was like, well, my windowsill's a little. So anyway, shit sucks. And if you're here, I assume that means that you agree with us that shit sucks. So thank you for that.
You got that right.
Anyway, now here's my story about clothes. You told me before. So, growing up, fashion and clothes and things like that was never something that I was particularly interested or I really cared about one way or the other. And especially like I'm Gen X, so I was a teenager during the grunge years, so, and I went to college in Austin in the 90s, and I looked exactly like you are imagining right now. It was a nightmare. There's just a lot of facial hair and hemp jewelry and just multiple trips, ironic trips to Goodwill, and I just be like, hey man, check this out. I'm wearing a post office shirt, but I don't work at the post office. Did I just blow your mind? So that's the sartorial level I was working at when I graduated and I moved to New York City. And so I get up there, and like a lot of people who first get to the city, I started working as a temp. And they'd send me out to, just various lower level administrative places and, just have these menial administrative jobs, but sometimes it would be odd jobs. And one of those, the best one of those, they sent me out to the headquarters of designer Kenneth Cole. And what they needed me to do, what my gig was there, is they had a warehouse in the bottom floor of their building in Manhattan, and they just needed me to pull clothes. They had a fashion show that was happening, I believe, in Brazil. And they needed me to pull all of the clothes for this fashion show. So I had my little sheet, and I was going up and down the aisles in this warehouse and just pulling all of the clothes, each of the looks. They would have a certain shirt, pant, belt, shoes, that kind of thing. And that's one look, and I'm doing that for a week. I loved it. It was really fun. It was a relaxing job. I liked my supervisor, who was not that much older than me, and we all just, joked with each other back and forth all day, and we would listen to the then brand new album by Mary J. Blige all day. So we were learning about like hateration, holleration, things of this nature. You can come up and ask me about it after. I know quite a bit about it. And so the week comes to an end, and I'm filling out my paperwork and taking care of all that, and she says, "Great, it was great working with you. Thank you so much for your help. We'll have you back anytime you want. Out of curiosity, how much did the agency pay you for this?" And I told her, and she got really mad, and she was like, "That is bullshit. They way underpaid you. We pay so much more from other agencies or people within the company who come to this, that they ripped you off, man. That is awful." You know what? And then she reaches under her desk, and she picks up a big black Kenneth Cole branded duffel bag, and she hands it to me, and she says, "Go out in that warehouse. Whatever you can fit in this bag, take home. It's yours." And I've been working on that warehouse for a week. I know where everything is. So I had the one and only in real life supermarket sweep episode where I went racing through that warehouse with a big old grin on my face, and just like on the show Supermarket Sweep, I was just like, "Get to the expensive shit first!" And I went straight to the suits and opened up that duffel bag and stuffed 3 suits into it. One kind of plain blue one was a little darker with pinstripes, one purple one because, hey, I don't know, maybe I'm a purple suit guy. It's free, what I gotta ship? Whole bunch of dress shirts and nice belts and socks and like whatever else, man. And sure enough, I get up to the front and this bag is quivering. It's so overstuffed. And she's like, "Awesome, get out of here, man. Go out into that world." And I don't need to tell y'all, I became a suit guy. I was at every moderately appropriate get-together. I was just like, office Christmas party, Kenneth Cole suit. Oh, your cousin's getting married? Kenneth Cole suit. Brunch? I know, let's dress up. Are we going out dancing? Purple Kenneth Cole suit. I even at one point, I pulled an emergency meeting of the indie rock band that we were playing in, and I was like, "You guys, I've been thinking about our look, and I feel like," and they were like, "We're gonna stop you right here, Chris. Do you want us to wear suits?" I think it would be great if we wore suits. I have one. I don't know if you, but I'm ready. I was a month. I started buying hats. I was a piece of shit. It was amazing. I wore those suits literally until they disintegrated on my back. I say disintegrated, I started drinking more beer and then kind of hulked them. It was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful gift. I didn't realize at the time it was a beautiful gift. And so now, to this day, obviously, I've calmed down a little bit. You can see how I dress now. I dress like this every single day. But when it's time, I really do appreciate now because it created something in me that I've really enjoyed. I liked wearing a little suit. That's a little treat to myself. Going out looking good, feeling good about yourself looking good. So I do that now. I enjoy taking the opportunities when it arises. I'll pull out that little sport coat with maybe a little tie that matches with the little thing that stuff's in here that I can't remember the exact name of it, but don't matter. I gotta get out of here. I got 15 seconds left. But I enjoyed that lesson. I enjoyed the goodness of it. And I enjoyed just taking the little moment just to celebrate yourself and to feel all good about yourself and to leave the house feeling like a gentleman. And I try to carry it on every single day and pass that on going forward. So thank y'all. Have a good night. Y'all go out. Y'all get snappy and dress up.